This is the Ayahuasca Files with Allan Finney. No AI was used in the production of this podcast.
Hi, I'm Allan Finney. This is the Ayahuasca Files, and today I'm talking to Naren. So, Naren, welcome. Whereabouts are you located?
Thank you. I'm in London, Ontario.
London, Ontario. Okay, good, perfect. So, you've had your first experiences with ayahuasca, or your first set of ceremonies, or how did that work?
Okay, so this year I had the second experience.
Okay.
The first time was in 2022, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
2022 October.
Yep.
Yeah, and it was amazing beyond what I could expect.
yeah. So, yeah, you hear that a lot. So let me ask you. So before your first set of ceremonies, like what was the motivation, or what were you thinking at that time? And then if you could just walk us through that experience, and then we'll see what
Sure.
happened later. Yeah.
Sure. Great. Okay, so the major reason I wanted to do ayahuasca was I've been spiritually inclined for since I was a kid, probably, and
Okay.
I practiced a few things here and there, a couple of different philosophies and stuff. And you know, in 2010, back in 2010, when I was in US, I came across this video on YouTube, and it was about ayahuasca, and I started, experimenting. As in researching more on it.
Okay. Yep.
And I even bought a bee copy on my own from Amazon, I guess.
Okay.
And I couldn't get the other part, the chikuna, right? So
Yeah.
and plus I was a little scared about how things would turn up. There were videos wherein, people mentioning, "Oh, don't do it on your own. You don't have any control." When I had no, baseline or any point of reference, right?
Okay.
So I thought of not doing it. I planned to go to Peru or somewhere probably later and try it, but that never happened. And over the years, probably I forgot about it, or anyways. So back in 2021, I was again, it's COVID time, right? Lockdown and stuff.
Right.
And you got nothing else to do, browse YouTube or something, right?
Yeah.
And that's when I came across ayahuasca again. And plus I had someone on Instagram who used to perform, Mapo and some other stuff. So this lady, I pinged her, if there was anyone she knew, or if she did ayahuasca at all, right? And she sent me your contact.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's where I sent you an email, and you sent me, a couple of people who would do it, and I sent mails out, right? And I sent mails out to all these guys that you referred, and you had suggested 1-2 guys who were like pretty good, right? And the best ones that you would suggest. So I went with. Do I say the name or?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's no problem.
Okay.
We'll let her know later if it's the wrong guy.
Okay. Yeah. So I sent a mail out to a couple of people, but then Rick was the only person who responded back. And so and plus this was probably around September, maybe 2021, 22. Yeah, 22. And he said there was a ceremony happening in October. And it was a 2-day ceremony, so I booked for those dates. I traveled to Matama, right? To the Eco Lodge. And the thing is, my birthday happens to be on 24th of October. And and this was on the 22, 23rd or something. Yeah.
Okay.
So
right around.
Yeah. And I was all excited, beyond words, really. When they met Rick, I was, it's I mean, you take a liking for certain people, like there is something about a person, right? So Rick struck me. I mean, struck. Yeah, it's like there is a kind of connection I have with Rick. Something else beyond any kind of relationship I can mention. So, anyways, so I had this first night ceremony, and I'm telling you, it blew my mind. It's beyond anything I've experienced, or I don't even think there's anything else that I can experience which is beyond this, and except probably what do you call realization or seeing God or something, maybe, right? I mean, right now I don't have any other reference, right? So, but then it was hell, lot of scary experience, crazy. I mean, it's beyond the natural, really. There's something about it. And probably, I mean, I probably I'm talking too much, but then I was actually going.
No, that's what you're here for.
No, I wanted to actually mention about the reasons, right? So I said I was spiritually inclined. I did a lot of stuff. And in 2021, I was going through some rough patch. I kind of lost my faith. And it's like one thing I read about ayahuasca is it's the DMT, the compound, right? It's the only thing which brings out your subconscious. You face your subconscious, right? And you are actually healing your healing the trauma or anything, whatever be it. So subconscious is something which drives everyday actions, right? Everything that you choose. If you like ice cream, or if you like drinking or smoking or anything at all, everything is driven by your subconscious, right? So there's a yes, no for each of these actions. And it's something which is very elusive. You never see it. It's like the programming behind, right? So ayahuasca brings your programming outside, and you actually are seeing the defects or the bugs in your code, and you're fixing those real time.
It's a good analogy, actually. I use that myself.
Yeah. So and I I saw that there was a lot of scary shit in me. Right? It scared the hell out of me. And to point out, so there's always an intention, right, when you do ayahuasca. So Rick asked me, what's your intention? So I mentioned that I wanted to get rid of my ego. I wanted to see my ego. I wanted to get rid of it. And that itself was driven by another thing, that I was practicing something, during 2021, I got into non-duality thinking and all that stuff. So I was, head on into it, like crazily following it. And that's where I probably got this idea that I have to face my egos, see where it goes, right?
Right. So, Naren, if I could just ask you there, when you're talking about non-duality, because I'm very interested in that myself, so maybe just, do you have a short explanation of what that is? Or
thought you were going to ask me. Yeah. Okay. So non-duality, pretty much, I mean, probably all the religion, right? Every religion, the basic of it, people have probably forgotten about it. When they say God, right? And they say he's omnipotent, omnipresent, he's everywhere, he's all powerful and all that stuff. People have forgotten, and they have made God pretty human, like me and you, right? So, but then the actual thing is, when you say infinite, right? He's everything, and there's nothing beyond him. There's nothing other than him, let's say. If there's anything which exists, that's God. So everything that exists is God alone, right? And my philosophy was, I mean, my philosophy, as in it's not mine, but then the philosophy was, that I was following was, I mean, that's called Advaita.
Okay.
Vedanta, right? Vedanta Advaita. Mahayana Buddhism has the same, and Hinduism has the same. Wherein, can I deviate a little bit? Probably.
Yeah, deviations. I love deviations. It's
Okay.
always wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you see on Instagram and all the other places, people talking about we are in a matrix, right? And people trying to prove it. I'll prove it to you right now, right here, right?
Okay.
It's just have to think about one thing. I mean, we experience it every second, every microsecond, every now and then, right? The thing is, the proof is that everything I see, right? Everything you see
Mm-hmm.
is with our eyes. All the colors, all the shapes, designs, everything.
Sure.
Everything I hear is through my ears. All the sounds, every kind of sound.
Mm-hmm.
And everything I taste through my tongue, right? In my mouth, my sensory experience. My skin touches and feels, I mean, it has tactical sensation plus temperature, heat, cold, everything. Did I count all the, the nose, right? The nasal.
Right.
Yeah. So all the smells, all the good, bad, whatever. So now all these organs send electrical signals to your brain.
Yeah.
Right. And your brain deciphers it.
Yep.
Into shapes, colors, smell, and it builds a world around you. The world that you experience around you is built in your brain. Now the question is the world outside or is it inside now? Isn't that proof enough? There's no world outside. Every experience, everything, the world, everything that you see, hear, touch, it's all in you. I mean, I'm not even talking about the brain. It's something beyond mind, right? And the funny thing is we don't experience, I mean, we want a device to tell you that you got a headache, right? You want a separate device to validate your experience? No, you are the subject. And if you take this thought a little beyond, and you would realize that, and one way of thinking is, if everything outside is within me, so my body doesn't exist, Allan Finney doesn't exist. This podcast is happening in me, right? In my mind. The time, this existence, everything is in me. Right? Me as in not this body.
Right.
Not this head, right? Not in my brain. But then there's in this consciousness, this awareness.
Yeah. Yeah. This consciousness. Right.
That's the proof.
Okay. So now so you have this understanding going into your ayahuasca ceremony, right? And then so explain to me how all of that works together. Or can you explain it?
I know. I mean, I'll probably give some fun facts about ayahuasca. The thing is, I mean, it's in pitch dark. At least the ones that we do. So it's in pitch dark, and there is the only thing which kind of keeps you there, or probably enhances your experience, is the sounds, different sounds that you meet there, right?
Yeah.
All the kinds of music or whatever.
Icaros and
Yeah. And a funny thing is, no matter with your eyes open or closed, you have the same experience. I tried it. I could see the same things with no matter what, there is bit of light, and you can see things around a little bit.
Yeah.
And with my eyes closed, I see the same thing, and with my eyes open, I see the same thing. Plus all kinds of visual experiences, sounds, can get scary, to be very honest.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it is scary. And it's not for the light-hearted or it's for brave hearts, really.
Yes, I would agree with that.
You have to be a tough cookie, otherwise, And my experience was when so the first drink, was all fun. I'm seeing lights, things. I see people around me aged probably centuries. They all
Wow.
look old,
Mm-hmm.
and Rick himself looked like a old sorcerer or someone, right? Really.
I
And I kept
believe you.
staring. I kept
I
staring at
believe you.
him. I kept
Yeah.
staring at him, and he looked something else. Um, and I just cannot understand how he can move around and he can be at places where people needed him,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
I mean, he is experiencing the same. To
Yeah.
mention, he has the
He
same
takes
amount of drink,
ayahuasca.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
he takes ayahuasca, and he probably
Yeah.
has more than other people,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So it actually builds a trust.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah,
It takes years of training to be able to work within that framework and to be able to move around and understand. But yes, that's part of
yeah,
Rick's 20-some years experience with the medicine.
yeah. All salutes to him. But then, yeah. So other thing is, so the next drink I had. So I was like, should I do it or not? And then he was like, Naren. And I was like, okay. Obediently, I went there. I had this drink and came back. And once, it went round. Went round. He went round with other people, and then it's done. The lights were turned off. And the next experience was what I asked for, the ego thing.
Okay.
I didn't know it's gonna.
Okay.
I didn't know it's like. It's very difficult to experience because it's an experience, right? Explain it because
Yeah.
it's an experience, right?
Yeah.
So if I were to explain what happened, it's like I'm going out of existence, right? I'm losing my existence, and I'm like nobody even knows me. I didn't. My wife is gonna. She wouldn't even know that I existed, right? It's not like I died. My parents, they're not there. They're not there. I'm not there in this world and stuff like that. I cannot explain really. And I was seeing everything kind of vanishing. And there was this funny smile, and and someone was telling me, like me, I'm telling myself that why do you care? Right. And
Okay.
then I again go through the same experience, and then it says, oh, like this is what you wanted, right? You're going out of existence, right? You're not
Okay.
there.
Yeah.
You don't have a body. You don't have an individuality, right?
Yeah.
And now that scares me. That's hell lot scary than dying. Trust me.
Okay.
I'm one of. Probably if I were to, mention, I'm some person who is not scared of anything, pretty much ghosts
Right.
or whatever animals. I'm not
Yeah.
scared of dying, really,
Right.
is what I thought. But
Yeah.
then this was shit scary, and yeah,
Yeah, I know the feeling.
yeah. But then when you come out, when you're done with it, um, you have amazing gratitude towards the world, everything
Yeah.
around you. You feel so much love for people, and I felt so much love for people and everything. Absolutely,
Yep.
you respect the world, everything around you, and you feel different. Yeah, it's. If I were to mention, there's this movie. This series which I just recently saw.
Okay.
Nine. What was that? Nine people or something. It's like about ayahuasca kind of an experience, and it somehow shows some. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, this sounds actually, Naren, this sounds remarkably similar to my first couple of ceremonies. I was out of existence. I called it getting punted into the cosmic junkyard.
Wow.
I was nothing. I didn't know who I was, where I was, whatever. And then heard the Icaro. I had to make my way back to the ceremony following the Icaro back. When I heard the Icaro, I said, wow, if I'm hearing something, I must exist.
Yeah.
And then I had to pull myself back together from that.
Wow.
Yeah, it was interesting, very interesting, but sounds remarkably similar to what you're describing.
Yeah, it's absolute terror.
Well, for me, it was terror afterwards. But when it was happening, really, I mean, it was just like being in a car wreck. I mean, it was something that was happening, and there was no real fear at that point. The next day, I said, "What the hell am I doing here?" I think it takes more courage. Like the first ceremony
Uh-huh.
is relatively easy. The second ceremony takes courage
Yeah.
because you know
True.
what's what can happen. So
Yep,
anyway,
yep.
yeah. So yes. Sorry, I interrupted there.
No, yeah, I mean, that's good. So, yeah, the first experience was good, but then since I mentioned, right, it was my birthday, and since I was feeling all lovey-dovey, I made it back to my home. I didn't do the
Okay.
second night, and I missed that actually. So now this time around, couple of months back, I
Okay.
went for the second ceremony. It was a different
Okay.
group,
Yeah.
and yeah, so the second ceremony, the first day was just okay, nothing
Mm-hmm.
much. I mean, just the
Yeah.
regular, visuals and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 drinks, and
Okay.
do I continue? But then I was like really, really terrified of the next day, right? There was
Okay.
no running away, no birthdays happening, and the second day I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be nice. I was like telling myself, I could see that everyone was literally, anxious, right?
Apprehensive. Yeah.
Yeah, and so the second ceremony, the first drink was as good as like 2, 3 um, ayahuasca
Oh.
shots, probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Super strong, and um, I mean, I've never been this scared. But then the experience was kind of similar. Um, but then I was more of a prankster in the second experience, wherein I was running around and Rick kept bringing me back.
Okay.
The thing was, I
Physically
wanted to,
running around.
yeah,
Physically.
I
Oh,
would sneak
okay.
out. I would literally sneak out very slowly. And the first time Rick didn't realize, he heard he heard a noise upstairs, and he was like, Naren, what are you doing there?
Yeah.
So it happened a few times that night.
Okay.
But then the thing was, I didn't tell Rick. So the thing was, I wanted to make sense out of it, and I wanted to see the world outside and see how it looks. And I was like forcing myself. It's more like an experiment, let's say. I was trying to force myself to see if the visuals would change, if what I'm experiencing is real.
Okay.
And no, I wouldn't run away from there.
Right.
I was scared
Yeah.
because
Not a
what
good
would
idea.
happen, right? I mean, not at
Yeah.
all, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what I'm seeing really. But then, anyways, the experience was amazing. It was amazing,
Yeah.
and like I said, um, the gratitude you feel after for
Oh my
everything in your
God.
life,
Yeah.
it's it's unexplainable for
Yeah.
every person. You
Yeah.
don't hate anyone in the world.
Yeah. I try to tell people about that gratitude. But the word is so
The word doesn't
shallow.
suffice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. But then it's like your own decision to go for ayahuasca, and go prepared that you would be scared, but then you're coming back, and you're gonna probably love this world even more than what you did before. Not
Yeah.
probably, you are going to.
Okay. Yeah. And that seems to be, and I don't know everybody has different ceremonies. I had a lady who came here a little while ago, and she was going to have this horrible ceremony and struggle with her demons or whatever. She laughed all night. Her and ayahuasca just giggled all night. It was pretty funny. But you never know. And here's the thing for me, like the intelligence of ayahuasca is such that everybody's taking the same ayahuasca.
Yeah.
And yet everybody in that room is having a completely different experience.
Yeah, that's a point.
So what do you think? How do you think that happens? I mean, if we all took heroin, we all have a heroin trip, right?
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So probably that's what I was mentioning earlier, right? I mean, it's your subconscious which is coming out. It's individual. It's not the drug. It's not
Mm-hmm.
anything about the drug, right?
Yeah.
For other drugs, let's say you smoke up weed or whatever. I mean,
Yeah.
pretty much the experience is same. You either do some stupid stuff, or you sleep through, you eat a lot of food, get wasted, or
Yeah.
make some mess, right?
Yeah.
But then the experience is just that much, right?
Mm-hmm.
Same, pretty same about anything that you do. I mean, yeah. But then ayahuasca, I would say it's more of a medicine. It's actually a
Yeah.
medicine. It's not some recreational drug that you have and
Right.
you think, you'll party, right? No,
Yeah.
it's really it really cures you of whatever demons you have
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I say about ayahuasca as well. It's a cure. It cures you. It's
Yeah.
not creating the dependence. It's not like, I don't know, antidepressants or something where you have to keep taking them to get the
No.
effect. Ayahuasca heals that up. So tell me about what kind of changes in your life, like what's the practical aspects of doing these ayahuasca ceremonies? What do you think?
Okay. So I'm very honestly about me, right? Over the years, I've become lazy,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, the way I probably treat people who are closer to me,
Mm-hmm.
I do love them. I
Yeah.
obviously do love them, but then um, you s- you start losing value for them eventually. Probably you're not seeing it, right?
Right.
And a lot of behavioral changes that happens to you over the years when you're working, um, you know, struggling to make ends meet, and right.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of changes which happens to you, makes you forgetful of things around, people around, um, and I see that after ayahuasca, I I see a lot of things clearly. Even during ayahuasca, actually, all the while I could see certain people who are like very valuable to me, and
Mm-hmm.
how I was not actually paying attention, or giving them the same amount of love that they would give me, right?
Okay.
Yeah, value for people, value for things around you, even the minute things. Let's say if you're struggling, but still there are a lot of good things happening in your life, you're not aware.
Mm-hmm.
And with ayahuasca, kind of opened my eyes,
Yeah.
and yeah, I feel different.
Mm-hmm.
My wife says I'm so different. So the first time I came
Really?
back,
So
the
yeah.
first time I came back, I I mean, I told her, and
Yep.
I mean, she could see that I have, I mean, the way I changed. And the first 3 days, I pretty much didn't talk to anyone or anything. I was there, and I was like all in a happy, nice place, and I was like super calm,
Yep.
like probably a monk or someone, after a realization, sitting there, all happy,
Right.
all yeah,
Right. Right.
everything felt good. Everything, every food that
Wow.
I ate was tasty. Every experience was nice. I mean, so it's like, yeah, every experience becomes bitter or good because you are the one who makes it bitter or good, right? So
Right.
if you are happy inside, everything feels happy.
Yeah. 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 So your wife has noticed. So after your first set of ceremonies, your wife noticed a change, right?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
then that was, and then going into the second set of ceremonies, was there a progression or more of the same, or how?
No, there is a change. There's a big change. So even after the first experience when I came back, oh yeah, I felt it, and it's my first time ever having that experience. So it lasted for probably a week or something, and then you're habitual, you're conditioned, right? It creeps back, but then yeah, you're still good, but then things creep back, right? I mean, all the
Okay.
all the things that you do, and this time around it's very different. I mean, uh, because I probably could understand it a little more.
Yeah.
First time it was like um, uh, like someone shaking you, right? You
Yes.
it's
Hey,
it's
wake
like
up.
all of a sudden, yeah,
Hello.
it's all of a sudden,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're like shaken, but then you don't know what's happening. But then this time I have some experience from before,
Yeah.
and the good thing, we keep in touch, like the group that we had the ceremony this time. We
Okay.
all have a group and we keep in touch, and that is a great thing that we did, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are still
Very
in that.
important.
Yeah, we
Very
keep going
important.
back to that.
Yeah. Yeah. What the professionals call integration,
Yeah,
and having people that have been through that or that understand it or that you can talk to, say, hey, this is going on, that happened, if you have questions or whatever, because it's difficult to talk to people who have no experience with the medicine, and you're
yeah,
trying to explain these things. Well, somebody, us having a conversation and you having a conversation with somebody that has no experience, they're going to be two different things, or
absolutely.
they're, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And it's not just, I mean, relationship, but then, I mean, not relationship within the family, I would say. Even at work, right? Um, Even your productivity, it affects you a lot. It changes a
mhm.
lot. You're more productive in a way that you see what needs to be done, probably, or I mean, I don't know how to word it, but then, um, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm entirely not lazy now, but then it's like my basic nature, let's say. But then there's a huge change. There's a huge
Okay.
change.
Yeah.
I I I I'm just coming back from gym now, let's say. So
Oh,
I'm like,
nice.
yeah.
Good
So
for
I'm
you.
taking care of my physical body plus trying to keep my mind sane.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, doing all the good things or trying to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's large scale studies of people that take ayahuasca, and they've looked at, like, the one study was almost 12,000 people. So they
Huh.
followed them over time, and they found that people are more have stronger family relationships, have better relationships with society, are more stable.
Yeah.
And like you're finding out, looking after themselves physically, they have better mental markers. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, so this is, wow, interesting.
Yeah. It's like you're thankful to everything, right? So you want to maintain that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So how about it, just with, so well, here I'll ask you a question. Like, do you think people should take ayahuasca on a regular basis? Do you think people should, how if you're coming to the medicine, um, how often, or should it be available to people, or should this be hidden away and just for people that seek it out, or what do you think?
Oh, I think everyone should have an experience. But then, as I said, it's your own. Um, I mean, it's your interest which drives you. You
Right.
should. I mean, it's like they say, right? To Okay, I'm a little deviating.
Sure.
So it's
Well,
like,
deviate.
so if you pray to God, it's
Yep.
only by the grace of God that you feel like praying to God. If you do something good or anything, right? I mean, it's your interest to do it. If
Hmm.
you don't see any, I mean, you don't think you need any healing, right?
Okay.
You wouldn't actually ask for it, or you wouldn't do it at all, right? You
Right.
think you are all
Right.
perfect. A person
Yep.
who thinks he's all perfect and all good,
Yeah.
yeah, you wouldn't seek it. But then only when you have this realization that there has to be some change in my life, right,
Yeah.
for good, you would go for something like this. So it's a blessing, I would say. So
Right.
let's say Mother Ayahuasca blesses you with the interest in her, right? Go for it.
Right.
So
Right.
you're chosen. So people who are chosen go for it. I wouldn't say
Right.
every person would go for it. Probably every person would go for weed or drinking, but then not this. You have to be blessed.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So and the frequency, I wouldn't know really. Um, I feel once in a year is good for me, or
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there are logistics to it, right? So
Yeah.
I wouldn't really know. But then once in a year itself is amazing for me because probably I didn't mention that pretty much every night before I go to sleep, I kind of go to this. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to this bad experience or not bad.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's fear, but then I go to to this experience even for a few seconds, and it kind of keeps me connected or something. I don't know how to explain.
Right.
So I remember about it. I remember about the people I went to, the ceremony with. So it lasts for me for some time,
Mm-hmm.
good amount of time.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then there are people, but then I know there are people who have a lot of trauma in their life,
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah.
abuse or, things that they want to get away from. And they would, you know, whatever is easy. I mean, they would go for anything that is easy, like drugs or something
Yeah.
harmful.
Mm-hmm.
I think they probably should, they would need this recharging once in a while,
Right. Right. Yeah.
based on how bad their situation is.
Yeah.
Um, honestly, I didn't have any much. I mean, at least that's what I think. I didn't have much trauma. I had loving parents, or the
Right.
the
Yeah.
universe around me was pretty nice,
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah.
So, except for things that I screwed up in my life. so so yeah. So I think depending on people to people, but then obviously this signs, this thing should be there. People need it.
Right.
Probably a lot of medical science doesn't understand it. They
Right.
or they understand it and they don't want this getting out because they want people to be sick. They want, you know the pharmaceuticals to make money out of sick people. They
Yeah.
would rather
Not
keep you sick.
cures.
Yeah. So a lot of good things that you see in the world, like all the herbal stuff and all. I'm not talking just about ayahuasca. It's
Yeah.
either banned in countries, or it's difficult to um, get information about it, except for
Yeah.
some countries, right, wherein people
Yeah.
celebrate these kind of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it should come out. People should experience this at least once in their life. It's like, oh, my brothers would say. I had one brother who never had I mean, love relationship for a
Okay.
for a good
Yep.
amount of years, like till he
Yep.
was adolescent or adult,
Mm-hmm.
right? And
Yep.
me and my cousins would always say that, oh, this guy should get into a relationship and
Yeah.
it should break and he should be, heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's not good. I mean, he would probably get married to someone and then he would experience all this later. So better
Right. Yeah.
break his heart, let him, be brave about him, let him
Mm-hmm.
come out of that trauma himself. So people need this experience where it breaks them, they start valuing life. It's a healing.
Right. 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 And sometimes you don't, going into an ayahuasca ceremony, you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
But when you go into the ceremony, for me anyway, I find that I am living in such a richer world. There's so much more to this
Yeah.
world than this go to work, drink coffee in the morning, um, drink beer on Friday night so that, or whatever, this
Yeah,
this routine, mundane, day-to-day world. And all of a sudden, my world is so much richer and more
yeah,
interesting. So very interesting. It's like you re-engage. For me, anyway, it's like you want to engage in it. Before, I was like, oh, do I really want to engage in this silliness? Or
yeah, yeah. No, it's one word for it. It's the most humbling experience in your life,
mm,
right? So people who think they're extremely strong, they can do anything and everything. When they have this experience is when they realize they're so little and
yeah,
nothing.
yeah. You're looking. I guess it's kind of like you're a big fish in a small pond here, maybe, and then maybe you find out, oh, there's a bigger pond out there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're not that big fish anymore. I think if you don't start with if you aren't humble when you come to this medicine, after you take it, you may be a little more humble afterwards.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
So
Uh,
a lot of what you're experiencing, was challenging, right?
yeah.
To you personally. So was that the totality of the experience, or was there other parts of it that were different
But
than this?
there were a lot of fun experiences. Yeah, there were the first time I said, right, the first shot, the first experience was it's funny. Uh, so I'm so I didn't even realize when I started, and I'm actually in the universe, right? And I'm floating, and I see these celestial bodies, like floating around, like Earth or other planets
Yep,
floating around,
yeah, yeah.
and I'm laughing at them. And I'm laughing so much that I'm like weeping, right? It's like, and
Yeah.
I kept asking myself, what am I laughing about? I mean, there's nothing funny about it. And
Mm-hmm.
I just keep laughing. So it's, I don't know, probably it was to make me relax and then for the next experience. So lots of amazing experiences within the entire
Yeah,
thing, different sounds and visuals.
yeah. Reconnecting, and this way, for me, this is one of the big lessons of ayahuasca for me, is being
Mhm.
able to reconnect to our joy, to that childhood joy. Like, you look at something and it's like so funny. Why is that funny? I don't know, but it is
Yeah,
funny. And it's like gratitude. It's hard to explain the gratitude that you feel. Well, the joy that you feel in an ayahuasca ceremony when you're in
yeah,
a situation like that is very difficult to explain as well. But I don't know.
yeah,
I
yeah,
look at it as kind of a reset of our inner joy and sense of wonder you had when you were a child.
yeah, yeah. You laugh like you have never laughed before, and
Yeah,
you yawn like your jaws are gonna go to the infinite, opposite sides. It's
yeah.
like crazy, crazy whatever you do there. Um, oh, we didn't mention about the best part,
Okay.
the throwing up.
Oh, yeah. How could we forget something like that?
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, when you throw up, it's like you pretty much are like throwing up your entire body out, right? It's like
Yeah,
everything coming out. And very surprisingly, what you throw up is not really like the regular vomit. Like you're not throwing up food parts or anything. It's
right.
just this black uh, liquid that comes
Yeah,
out. It's just watery,
yeah.
and yeah, and after that, you feel something else. You feel so relieved once you're done with
Right,
everything going
right.
out, right?
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah. The
there's
sad part, I didn't do it second time. I wanted
well,
to, but then it just went.
didn't happen. Yeah.
No.
That's pretty common too, where ayahuasca, you're doing different ceremonies, and ayahuasca has to move some energy or something so that you can get to that purge. You know, people say, "Oh, I don't want to throw up in an ayahuasca ceremony." Yes, you do, because I don't know. Explain for me, but for you, but for me, it was like once you feel that energy inside of you, it's like, "Oh God, what is this stuff? Get it out!"
Yeah.
And whoa, you know, the purge, it just cleansing or something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's from the very bottom of your body coming out, right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the weight of the world just gets lifted off your shoulders, and
Yep. 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 True.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. So what else did we? And so tell me about Mr. Rick. I've never been in a ceremony with Rick.
Oh,
Never
you met
have.
him before, though.
Well, we met because of some work we were doing with the companionship with the Sacred Vine. So and we were both talking about this the other day. We can't remember how we met. Who talked to who, or how did we get introduced? We can't. It's like there's a blank spot there. It's like we've known each other for forever, for past lives or something, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but him and another shaman friend of mine in Canada, they're supposed to be coming down here in January. We're supposed to do some ceremonies, so that would be epic. But tell me about Mr. Rick at his ceremony, right? Because he's the guy that's in charge of everything. He's giving you the ayahuasca, and what's he doing in a ceremony? Like, I mean, what does this guy do? Anything, or you just sits there? What's going on?
Oh, no. He's the one who drives it. I mean, I think just by drinking the potion wouldn't do anything to you. I mean, you would have some experience probably,
Right?
but then with him, I mean, he guides you through big time.
Mm-hmm.
And for people who understand, people who have seen Avengers, I would probably say he's the Tony Stark, the Iron Man there, right? Even his character, the way he talks and stuff, he's like, you know, but then, yeah, he's an amazing person. I've never met anyone like him. The moment you meet him, you feel it. There is this vibe about him.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
you know, very down to earth.
Yeah.
No stories, no bullshit. He's straight on your face and just clear. Very loving.
Yeah.
He has that heart, like lots of love for you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's Rick. So how's his singing? Like, okay, mediocre? Well, what is he doing there? Is he singing? Does he sing all ceremony? What's he do? I've got to find out about this guy. Yeah,
he does. I mean, each ceremony it's different, right? Some ceremonies your focus is somewhere else, but then the first ceremony I remember, even after ceremony for a year plus, probably I couldn't stop humming the tune what he was singing.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
okay.
And I remember the first time I was like, I'm kind of, I love music. Yeah. So thing is, like, he was singing and I couldn't understand it really, but then I kept tapping my leg. I couldn't stop it. And
wow.
in between, he turned around and said, "You're gonna break your leg," because I didn't know how far I was involved in it. Right?
Okay.
And so yeah, he sings. He performs all the instruments there. It's like something else. It's beyond the world. It's like an orchestra going there.
Yeah.
And I don't know how he can do all that. One thing is, he has had ayahuasca himself, and plus it's in the dark, and I don't know how he grabs what instruments when and how he's able to perform all these instruments together. It's beyond my imagination.
Yeah.
It's something else.
Yeah. These people that have often dedicated their lives to this medicine, and to working with the maestros and to learn how to sing in an ayahuasca ceremony, or to play an instrument in an ayahuasca ceremony, or to work with people energetically is, I have so much admiration for people that do this work. It's just they're special human beings. I think they come down here, reincarnate down here just to
Absolutely.
do this work or something. I don't know, but
Yeah. And then this
and
time around, Rick had a major, I mean, he has a lot of health issues of his own.
mhm,
This time around, he had some issue with his hip bone. He couldn't even stand properly, right?
yeah,
And he would keep twisting and turning and, putting the bone in the place, right? Like pushing
yeah,
it back into place.
yeah.
And still he was able to do all this, and he wasn't complaining as much as I was, or any of the
Okay,
youngsters
yeah,
were.
yeah.
So yeah, it's something else.
The different instruments that he plays, and I know other people that do exactly the same thing. Other facilitators in Canada that are, at that level. Rick is also a reverend, like
Yeah.
the Reverend Rick Brandel. So I mean, he went through, and I forget how that worked, the seminary or something, and he can marry people, and
Yeah, he can do that.
it's kind of mind-boggling to me. So what's your best advice for people concerning ayahuasca? Like, if you were talking to somebody who's new to the medicine and they're saying, "Well, I was thinking about going and taking this ayahuasca stuff," what would you tell them?
I would say absolutely go for it, 100%. Don't even doubt it. But then I'll obviously tell them that it's not some fun stuff we are going to go and party types, right?
Yeah.
Not going to be like that.
Yeah.
And it's for serious seekers, let's say, who want to see some change in their life, and they would face a lot of stuff. I mean, it's like going to war. You're going to war with your bad side, right? And it's not gonna be easy. It's not going to be like in the movies, right?
Right.
You're gonna face stuff, but then know that you're gonna come back all good, perfectly,
Right.
better than before, right?
Right.
So go for it, and be brave about it. That's it. I mean,
Nice.
you have to get out of that comfort zone. Otherwise, nothing is gonna happen, right?
Yeah, and it takes you outside your comfort zone.
Yeah,
But it's not
absolutely.
I've never had anybody come through that has ever said after they go through a ceremony that, and I mean, ayahuasca will push you. I mean, she'll push you. I've been pushed right to the edge, or what I thought was the edge,
Yeah.
and then she pushes you a little more and say, "No, the edge isn't there. It's further down."
Yeah.
And then you realize, okay, so that's me. That's not her. But yes, it's a big undertaking. It's not to be taken lightly, or
Absolutely.
for fun or games or whatever. But
Yeah.
she pushes you to the edge. But I've never heard anybody say that I went too far, or that when they come back, they have that gratitude for being taken outside of
Yep.
of who they are as a human being, or how they do things.
Yeah. True.
Naren, this has been beautiful. I really appreciate your insights into this.
Thank you.
It's always good for me to talk to people because, I started the medicine 8 years ago, and I forget, you don't think about what that my life was like before or after, like it's the upgrade. Every time I take ayahuasca, I get the upgrade, and that's your new normal, and you forget what the old normal was, so
True.
yeah. So it was good. So thank you so much for taking the time to be with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Alan.
Okay.
Thank you for taking your time.
Okay. Take care.